for part A, here's what they mean by taking the log of both sides. And we're using common logarithms. At this point, we're going to use some of the laws of logarithms to continue solving. So one of the properties of logarithms is that the log of a power, I can move the exponent down front. So here I am moving that exponent times log of x minus 1. And on the right-hand side, I've got the log of a product, two expressions being multiplied together, and that's the same as the log, or the sum of the logs. Now, here we've got the same expression being multiplied times itself, so I can think of that as a log of x minus 1, quantity squared. And I'm going to take these two terms to the left side because now all of a sudden I realize I have a quadratic. And while I'm at it, I can replace the log of 100 with the number 2 because 10 squared produces 100. The base is 10. The exponent must be 2. I bring it to the left side by subtracting 2. There is a quadratic equation. To help visualize it, we could say let u equal the log of x minus 1. And now when we write it, you get u squared minus u minus 2 equals 0. And that factors into u minus 2 times the quantity u plus 1. And that means u must be either 2 or u must be equal to minus 1. Equals minus 1. Okay, and now if we replace u with the log of x minus 1, or the log of x minus 1 equals minus 1, well, this is supposed to be a 2. The base is understood to be 10. So 10 squared is equal to x minus 1. So it looks like x equals 101. And over here, 10 to the minus 1 equals x minus 1. That means that x minus 1 equals 1/10. So x equals 1 and 1/10. Or 11/10. Now you might want to check those answers by plugging them back into the original equation and see what happens. For part B and C, I'm only going to get you started. So here we want to use the change of base formula. So the log of x base 4 is the same as the log of x base 2 divided by the log of 4 base 2. With the log of 4 base 2, what exponent do you apply to a base of 2 to get a 4? 2. So that second term can be replaced with that. Similarly, you do the same thing here. And then if you want to, you can let u equal the log of x base 2, and you'll see you get a linear equation. with fractions in it, clear the equation of fractions, and away you go. For part C, I'm only going to get you started. Think of 4 as 2 squared. So you've got 2 squared to the x power. Think of minus 2 to the x plus 1 power as minus 2 to the first times 2 to the x. And bring the 3 to the left side. And here's what you do. We're going to interchange these two exponents. 2 to the x squared minus 2 times 2 to the x minus 3 equals 0. Let u equal 2 to the x. And you've got a quadratic similar to what we did in part A. Solve the quadratic and let 2 to the x, replace u with 2 to the x and see what happens. Okay, there you go. Hope that helped.